All right. Good morning. Welcome to Market Open live stream, November 3rd. Got a little bit of a later start to the stream this morning, unfortunately, but Market Open just a little less than a minute ago. Watch list is pretty slim. We got VRAX and Nero, two stocks that I've had on the watch list before. The Gap Scanner was a little bit weak this morning, which has kind of been a theme lately. So currently watching Neuro. It wasn't as much volume as I wanted to see straight away on this thing. Come on. My audio coming through? Yes, it is. So the dip got bought up on this thing. Okay. So Neuro might need mean business. There's highs by 3 cents, 2 cents actually. VRAX fading off. If we can see a dip into this on lower volume, I might take an entry. There was the dip. Give it a shot there. See if buyers step in. It's a bit heavy. Got filled pretty high too on that buy. It's holding those levels. It's 92 again. Yeah. A little bit of a spread on this one that can open up. Couple things halted. IPX. What does this look like here? No interest. This chart did not look bad coming into the open here for the little dip in the red to green, but rejected off of 208. It's unfortunate. Market is down about 1% right now off yesterday's news. Oh. VRAX, it's trying right here to reclaim VWAP. We'll see if it can, but it's 40. Looks like sun is getting some, not much volume, but it's moving. Could have tried for the double bottom there, 87 or 88 rather. Not a trade that I love, especially below VWAP like this. Might see some buyers here. It's about 6 cents off VWAP as it is. Bids holding 90. There's 92. Can we get the red to green on the 5-minute? And their bids can just fall out really quickly. A couple things halted. I want to take a look here. MRUS, TXG, IDBA. Okay, none of these look good. Super low volume halts. Wow, no good on the watch list stocks. Verax is trying to reclaim VWAP here. See if Neuro can base out around 88 and make it move higher. Pretty ugly open here this morning. Not so good. Yo, what's poppin', bacon? This is a bit of a dog water, you might say, market open today. See if Neuro can reclaim VWAP here at 85 or 95 rather. Only two watch list stocks on the watch list this morning, and they both just kind of faded off into the open. So a bit disappointing there. Continuation stocks, yeah, none of them look good either. So yeah, that's where we stand right now. No, it looks like it wants it. Just trying to get a little bit more volume here. Um, mm-hmm. Who's the 88? Just double bottom at 86. See if that's gonna hold. I'm not gonna take a trade down here though. Looks like it's gonna crack. Yeah, there's 85, 84, 83. Yeah, no good. Oh, yes. Well, that's just sometimes how it be. Took one stab on Nero so far at these lows to see if we're gonna get the curl back up. I tried off this ascending support level here at 94. It wasn't good. It was basically a scratch trade. Be back in just 1 second here. Need some water. All right. Well, looks like it's gonna be one of these mornings. Slim freaking pickings out there. I don't really want to be trying to catch the bottom on this one here because looks like we might have a fader. Nothing but freaking red candles on the 5 minute off the open here. Are we gonna see any buyers come in, or is it just gonna be fade? Yeah, it's just such light volume. Oh man, such a tough day. It's like already kind of slowed down to nothing here. Bacon, you gone? I think that's the case. Let's see what the crypto world's doing. Let's take a look. Well, looks like Bitcoin might crack 20K again here. The 30-minute chart here. So yeah, we did end up reclaiming 20 grand in Bitcoin about a week ago. Yeah, a week and a half ago at this point. Got to 21 grand. Now it looks like we're about to crack below again. We'll see if we continue to hold this. Definitely bullish on this long term, long term. Cardano, yeah. All these are just kind of getting carried on. Chile's just kind of trending against the market though. Like to see that. Yeah, so I mean that's that. Nero continuing to print red candles here. There's a big buyer at 73. 31 share buyer there. And it's going to get eaten up, it looks like. We're only up 10% now, pretty much retracing this entire move. I tried it at 73 when he saw that buyer. I mean, this would probably just be kind of undisciplined boredom trades, though, to be quite honest. And that's not the goal. See, ARAV is being called out. Let's take a look at this one. It's up 12%. Yeah. It's moving a little funny. There's no news on it. Lighter volume. The volume started to increase into this last leg up here, but good man. Just going down, down, and down. Vurex is still seeing volume. Decently so. But yeah, this is just not good here. Yeah, it looks like the SPY is fading off here. Or getting sold off, rather. Still nothing but red candles on Nero. What a boring market, man. Come on, let's see some action. There's just absolutely nothing. Is there going to be any kind of bottom and like back up towards VWAP on this one? That's the question. Nero kind of looks hopeless. There's like no volume on this thing. At least with the VRAX, we have volume coming in still. 21 million shares traded so far. It's pretty decent volume. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of forming a little bit of a W here. A reverse head and shoulders, whatever you want to call it. I'd half mind to buy this thing at 24 here when we reversed for the kind of the bear trap here. Below this breakdown level at 23, but felt like it's not not a very quality setup. Virax is trying here. Seeing some more volume come in here. FRZA being called out. Nice move there. Still down 4% on the day, though. I don't know. Virax is fighting for its life. Well, Neuro, this one looks kind of dead here. There's no volume coming in. Doesn't look like there's going to be any buyers stepping in. Virax, maybe, but I'm not interested in touching it down here. And there's been really nothing else that popped up on scans that I'm interested in trading here. Hey Peter, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. See, I'm not a short trader. I'm a long bias trader. So, this has been a very challenging market. Especially this week especially has been really tough. We had some good opportunity on SONN. I was able to get green on that one, but yeah, it's been a bit of a tough one. Did you get short off of the let's take a look here. Off of the news yesterday at 2:30? Or I want to know what time was this? I want to say 2. Yeah, of the rate when J Powell was speaking. Was that what you got short off of? I was surprised to see this big green leg up here. I thought that the news didn't sound so good. But sure enough, we did end up having a reversal, and we're down almost 2% right now on the day. So I mean, this might be the market to adapt to really give a shot to short trading, but for me, I'm just kind of a long bias, low float trader. So, looking for leading gappers and that kind of thing. So I was looking to trade Neuro and VRAX this morning were the two that were on my watch list, but total rejection on Neuro here. We ended up having red to green, breaks up by 2 cents, reverses, and now it's just fading off and kind of retracing its entire gap. No, so I'm more of a quick scalper. When I first got into trading, I did do more of the swing trade style, but I found that um, I just prefer the quicker scalp trades. So that's why I'm looking for momentum stocks, leading gappers, stuff that's going to have a lot of volume, that kind of thing. Lower float. Short position at 1090. What on what? So you trade futures? I'm guessing. What future is that? Looks like VRAX is curling back up here. So I'll be watching this as it tries to reclaim VWAP here. Okay, the NAS 100. Gotcha. I don't think they have it listed. I'll patiently wait on VRAX. We might get a curl up here. Thought about the entry down here, the double bottom, but I usually don't want to take that trade below VWAP. But in this case, ended up paying off nicely. So if we can get some sort of consolidation on VWAP here, and maybe a pullback back into, let's see, 35. I mean, if it's just going to speed up and break, I'll look for an entry over 44. But ideally, we'd like to be getting out on a dip. Don't really trust breakouts on this thing. Yeah, it's good to meet you too, man. It's always cool to have someone new in stream. This has certainly been a tough market recently, especially for someone like me who is a long bias trader. I don't really ever go short. So yeah, you can see here I've got 1 minute, 5 minute chart right here, and then 15-second chart here actually. So I definitely prefer the quicker scalp um, strategy versus the longer swing trades, and the 15-second really helps with that. Gives just a little bit more information on the nuances of the price action versus just looking at the 1 minute. Something I started using recently, so still trying to get used to it. Oh, time is 10:05 Eastern, so it's been about a half hour since the market opened. See, and that is something that I was actually just talking about earlier. Is I was wondering if I should be, trading maybe larger caps or looking to trade like TQQQ or something, SQQQ to, try to adapt to the market conditions because there's been some days where, the strategy has been paying off, but I mean, like today, it's been really tough. And you can see off the open here, the two leading gappers that I was watching just faded off. I think VRAX was our leading gapper this morning. Adapt or die. That is the saying, isn't it? But there's, like I said, there's definitely been some opportunity. Like on Friday, what was the ticker? No. QGNY? QNGY. Yeah, QNGY. We had some really nice action on this one. So I mean, this was the one that this is the kind of action that I love to see. Goes from $1.80 off the open, highs of $4.45. So this is kind of a scalper's dream right here. And some of these pullbacks were so clean. This action was great. But this was kind of in this market. This has totally been an anomaly. Let's get back over to VROX though. Oh, come on. This one doesn't look bad here. Let's mark out the pre-market highs. I have this pivot was 60. So it topped at 44 there. I don't really want to be buying into this resistance though. It's kind of hard to trust it for a breakout. Yeah, that was a good one on QNGY. But like I said, in this market, that was kind of the first time I've seen action like that in honestly a month or two, maybe more. Like strong moves, clean, predictable breakouts. Yeah, it was nice. So if we can kind of get a lower volume consolidation here, I might look for the dip entry. I usually don't like to take dips off VWAP. Because all too many times I've tried a VWAP dip buy and just for it to kind of flush right through that level. So you trade long and short. Do you trade futures for the most part, or do you trade lower float? Like, what's your kind of overall strategy? Yeah, like I said, for me, it's definitely been the lower float kind of small cap strategy, momentum trading. But yeah, like you were just saying, I think it would be useful to try to adapt to something a little bit different, at least in these market conditions, because yeah, it's been slim pickings, and that action we had on QNGY was tricky. But in the times where I've kind of tried branching out, it hasn't worked out super well for me. I've just kind of always resorted to back to this strategy, mostly forex and indices. Okay, so that's yeah, definitely different than when I trade. Let's see here. Looks like NVAX hitting scans. A little bit more expensive. Not meh. Doesn't look that great. Volume's not that high. Yeah, yeah, for sure. That's kind of what, like I said, I've tried branching out several times and kind of adapting to different strategies, but I've always kind of resorted back to this. So I think this is the one that I really want to try, giving my tunnel vision to really hone in on. Been trading for about a year now, and when I first got into it, I was just kind of trying every strategy. I was longing, I was shorting, I was trying small caps, I was trying large caps, I was trying indices, swinging, scalping, kind of everything, and that was always just kind of getting me into trouble. So, I felt like I was just doing too much. VRAX kind of failing here. There's a big buyer there at 33 on the bid I saw. No, usually not, because I usually will take if the market's hot and the stock is good, I'll take anywhere from 5 to maybe 20 trades. 20 is kind of on the high end. But yeah, I definitely like to try to protect the gains when I get them as much as I can. Though I do have a max loss set in place. Uh, right now, as it stands, my max loss is 200. So if I break 200, um, then I'm done. I walk away. Sometimes I'll like to keep watching just to try to kind of study the price action a little bit more. But yeah, usually if I'm sub 200, I'll just kind of force myself to stay disciplined and not trade because I've had too many days of kind of getting to max loss. Well, the stock looks good, so I'm going to take a few more trades, then end up giving back several days of gains in one day. So that's just kind of been my method to protect games long term, is having a forced max loss. But I don't really have a forced like max gain. So buyers came in on this dip. Nice bottoming candle on the 1 minute here. I look to focus up and take an entry in this area, see if we will get the break of 44. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because leaving on a good note like that, you'll come in confident, and confidence is definitely key. Not overconfidence though. I've definitely found myself being overconfident and then end up right on the day. My goal is to always sit down and trade like it's a new month, new week, new year, whatever it might be, just so I'm not thinking about the past days, whether it's past day of gains or losses. Really try to treat it like a blank slate every single day, and I found that that's kind of the most beneficial, at least for me, in terms of mindset. Dang man, it's a lot of guacamole. Yeah, I lost not that much, but in percentage wise, the account lost like it was a little over 60%. So it was like three, two and a half, 3 grand over the last, and this was it. I was trying to swing trade. Um, Last year when the market kind of rolled over, when we had that euphoria period through like the first part of 2021, and then November hit last year, and things turned around, and I just tried averaging down on my swing trade positions, and totally got wrecked. Like I said, it was like I was down like 60% in the account before I decided to cut it, which I'm glad that I did because if I would still be holding those positions, uh, yeah, I would be down even more. My worst one was AQB, Aqua Bounty. I don't know. Me and my one of my friends got super convicted reading up on this stock. Um, it's a fish. Well, I can't remember even exact. It's been so long since but basically a salmon producing company, and they had discovered a way to basically genetically modify salmon that would grow at a faster rate. And I was like, it sounds like not a bad idea because if you look at like the statistics on fishing, like the oceans are severely overfished. You know, just, so I had some conviction on this thing long term, and I ended up getting in around like $10 on when it started to pull back here. This is the daily chart. And then bought more at 8, bought more at 7, bought more at like 4, 5, and then as you can see now, it's 67 cents a share. Ended up selling for a loss at like $2 or like 150 or something. So yeah, that was bad. But like I said, that was kind of when I was first getting into this, and I didn't really have much of a plan other than just to average down. And averaging down, historically speaking, has been the thing that's totally gotten me wrecked. And when I did use to short, I used to kind of do that too, and that was the another big day that I remember blowing up my account was trying to um average up on a short trade. So we kind of had it was kind of similar to like if I'm gonna pull up QNGY, it's kind of the situation where it looks like, we're super extended up here. So maybe I start a short position at $3, thinking that we're going to get the leg back down maybe to, 275 profit target. And then I add 325. Then I add 350. Then I add 4. And then sure enough, it's $4.50 a stock, a share. And, I have a huge position that I didn't want to have. And I'm down way more than I was anticipating, when I first entered the trade. So averaging down to the upside or the downside, short or long, has been something that's totally gotten me in trouble in the past. So something that I don't do anymore. But trading is totally just a live and learn thing. I mean, you're going to make mistakes, just a matter of trying to learn from them. Watching VRAX here, I was looking for to see if we were going to get a lower volume pullback into this and kind of a consolidation around 35. But we didn't get it. And these pullbacks were just on a bit too high of volume for me to want to take them there. So that's not ideal. Yeah. Seems like, yeah, I mean, that's something that I strive to do because there's definitely a period in my trading where I was making mistakes and I didn't know exactly, how to correct them. And that was kind of a scary period almost, where it's like, making mistakes but not knowing the solutions to them. That's the trickiest part, in my opinion. But I feel like I'm kind of on the other side of that at this point. But constantly going to be growing and learning through the years. It's my grandpa. But yeah, sometimes it's a little bit of a distraction. But he respects my time for the most part. Yeah, I live with him. I mean, it works out. It works out kind of. There's pros for both of us. My grandma passed away like 5 years ago at this point, so he would just be living alone. He kind of gets lonely. It's cheaper rent for me to live here than to go out and live by myself or with roommates. And I really don't like living with roommates. I did when I was first moved out, and it's not my favorite. So, it works out for both of us. Potentially look for an entry if we can get lower volume. But the thing is, I don't usually like taking dips below VWAP. Up. They can certainly pay off if you time it right, but I'm not really too interested in this. All right, well, it's good to chat, man. I'm here every day. I stream every morning. So if you're interested in coming back, feel free to hit that sub button, and I'll be here streaming. But yeah, I appreciate you being in chat, man. Have a good one. Cool, I appreciate it. Hopefully we see some better momentum tomorrow. It's kind of a bit of a dry day. Only one trade for me so far, and it was just a scratch trade. Here we go. So, this wouldn't have been bad to try to take the entry. Again, like I was just chatting about on this support level. This previous resistance turning into support. All right, I'm gonna have to be right back. Okay. Looks like Virax wants it. Does not look bad here on the 5 minute. 5 minute candle making new high would be over 43. There's a 1 minute candle making new high. It was over 41 there. Let's see if it's going to fail. 5 seconds left on this 1 minute candle. Anything else in scans here? No. Wonder what happens if we break over 44 to 45. Is it going to be a strong break? Or is it just going to be a bull trap and false breakout? Given this market, it could certainly be the case. So far, this ascending support has been holding up really nicely. We're kind of coming into this wedge. There's 43. There's 43 again. I feel like we might need one more bounce down and then a shot here. There's 44. There's 45. Yeah, that's going to be a false breakout. Potentially look to get in on a dip here. If we can get the pullback into this ascending support. Hoi. Seems like there was a hidden seller there. Saw so much green print, but nothing came of it. If we need to pull back into 35, give me the dip. Let's give it a chance here. There's not a lot of buyers. Let's see more green. Can we see more green? Ugh. Look to reposition here. Wanted this dip to get bought up a lot quicker here. Off 36, which is why I was out so soon. Need to see more volume come in here. There's a drop. Tough pickings out there, man. Very, very tough. See if we have anything else on scans. HUDI. That one halted. Absolutely not interested in that one. Nice bottoming wick there on VRAX here. Gonna wait a second. Looked like it might break over 40 there. These bottoming wicks have not been working out like they used to. I'll just keep that in mind. It's something I've been getting a little bit too aggressive on. Trying to buy into the next 1 minute candle off of a nice bottoming green candle. And the div's just getting stuffed. The breakout level here at 40 just getting stuffed. We just have all this resistance in here. All this resistance. And a very clean looking chart here. Whoa. Whoa. Hey, oh. Bullocks. Watching VRX here. Not interested in anything else. Still getting volume. I mean, 36 million shares traded so far is pretty good volume. It's 38 on VRX 39. Right back into this resistance. What's it going to be? I'm going to end things here. If anybody's in the building, slow day today. Basically a break-even day for me. So I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully we see some good action. Keep my fingers crossed. Until then, trade safe, stay green. Later.